Hey guys, Auspicious Aussie here, and welcome to episode 11 of the Inter Miami series. Now, today's episode, we've got a few transfers to go over, as you can tell by today's title. We've signed a pretty incredible Argentinian regen. We'll get straight into the transfers, because why not? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, we have loaned Ben Chen out to El Paso, which is essentially a non-MLS team. They're going to play him as an important player. Not really too sure if anything's going to happen with him in regards to his development. But obviously with the one striker tactic we're using at the moment, he's, quite far down in the pecking order. Anyway, the players that we brought in two players. The transfer window is about to shut after the first Cincinnati game here in today's episode. But yeah, we signed Miguel Angel Romano. 18-year-old Argentinian, as you can see, an incredible player. Absolutely incredible player. I mean, what I would like to do is compare him with, what's his name, that we sold. Sorry, traded. If I go to... I'm so bad with this. Excuse me. I cannot find... Where are the trade... Yeah, I mean, I just can't find the trades. If I go in here, that's where it is, all trades. So yeah, this is who I want to compare him with. Matthias Pellegrini. They're very similar players. Pellegrini's 21 now. But if I can compare him with Romano, we'll go to attributes here. They're very, very similar type of players, albeit Romano's 18, still got a pretty decent amount of potential left. And yeah, he's only on 3.1k per week in terms of wages, and he's literally cost us 220k. If we go back into here. Signed from Boca Juniors, so a very, very sort of high quality club in Argentina, in South America, really. As you can see, still got potential left. 3.5-star current ability. He is currently injured when we first signed him, but he will be coming back very, very shortly. So I feel like we have found the Pellegrini replacement, even though we do have Mishcic. We also have another player coming in relatively soon as well. This guy, Dennis Brizuela. Brizuela? Yeah. Another Argentinian, 23, this guy. He looks okay. We've signed him on a free transfer quite some time ago. And not too sure how much he's actually going to play for us. But yeah, just another player to bring in. We might even waive him. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I made the deal quite some time ago before I actually found Romano. And yeah, Romano's a hell of a lot better. Let's just say that. The other player we brought in was Daniel Strand. And yeah, so we brought him in as I brought him in as the backup goalkeeper, but he would not take a contract as a backup or cup goalkeeper. So we had to give him first choice goalkeeper. He's very good, don't get me wrong, still got a little bit of potential as well, only 19. So basically what happened was he was essentially going to be in the draft system for the MLS. However, Nuremberg signed him on a free transfer as they were in the two Bundesliga. So he went to them in Germany, and then we've just signed him for 450k from Nuremberg themselves, which is pretty beneficial for us. He's almost as highly rated as our first team goalkeeper, McDermott, as you can see here. I would sort of disagree with that. It's pretty funny that McDermott's a backup in terms of his sort of squad position, and Strand's the first team, even though it's sort of the other way around. Anyway, let's go into the fixtures. Not too many to go over. Of course, the last episode was the victory over Atlanta United and the loss against DC United. We followed that up with a 0-0 draw against New England Revolution. It was away from home, but as you can see, Really didn't play too well. Zimmerman and Abubakar, 6.4, 6.3. And, more of our better attacking players not really playing too well there either. We then currently manage a 1-1 draw against New York City at home. The goal scorer for us in this one was Cisneros. And as you can see, they got a goal back in the 67th minute. We then unfortunately lost to Montreal Impact. Juan Agudelo getting the only goal in this one. It was away from home, but I feel like, as you can see, I mean, we didn't play too well, but they had one shot on target less than we did. And, they managed to score it. So pretty frustrating. I think it was actually their first shot on target and they scored it. So I was pretty pissed off. And the most recent game just played was a 3-0 victory over Toronto FC. Greg Garza, Richard Locklear, and Gerard Fernandez hitting their 3 goals for us in this game. They also had a player sent off, which I feel like really changed the game in our favour, with Hernandez getting sent off at the start of the second half. So, yeah, like I said, not too many fixtures. If you look at the league table, we're currently in 4th in the Eastern Conference, but a win here today could essentially put us above New York Red Bulls in 2nd. So it's still very, very tight. If we do win today's game, we will be essentially 1 point behind Atlanta with a game in hand. So if we win both of our games, we can go top of the league or top of the conference. In regards to the Supporter Shield, as you can see, very similar sort of story. If we win both games, we'll go ahead of Atlanta into 1st place in the Supporter Shield. Yeah. Into the lineup, we are taking on FC Cincinnati in this first game, and then we will also be taking on the Philadelphia Union, who are last season's conference champions. Yeah, today's lineup, McDermott in goals, Olusunde at right back, Zimmerman and Abubakar as our centre backs, Garza at left back. Going to go with Martial as the defensive midfielder, Fabinho and Zelalem, 2 centre mids, Cisneros on the right wing, Mizcic coming back in on the left wing, and then we're going to stick with Keane up front. The bench today is going to be Strand, Besler, Ripkin, Salazar, Mueller, Locklear, and Fernandez. Give Strand a number there for his shirt, number 17. Not too bad. Just looking at Cincinnati's team, they got some good players. Waston is a very good centre-back. Freddie Montero, obviously a bit of a football manager legend. Obviously Guzan, very old, but still probably one of the best goalkeepers in the MLS. I feel like every time I do the team talk, I expect you to win. The boys either lose or draw. So I'm going to try and stick away from that. Not really too sure how significant the team talk actually is. But I've since the last update to the beta, I've just felt like it's changed a little bit. The tactics changed since the last episode. Looks like it could be a penalty here. The ref is going to check the VAR. I didn't really see too much wrong with it. But I mean, I'll take a penalty for us any day of the week. No penalty. Bit of a waste of time. That stuff still sort of really frustrates me. Why waste the time checking VAR when it's literally not a penalty? I can understand checking it if it is actually a penalty. But it just seems like an unnecessary delay to the game. Anyway, it happened a lot last year. Still happening. And like I said, pretty frustrating. We are moving the ball nicely at the moment. It's good to see. Bubakar plays it over to Zimmerman. Olusunde. Fabinho. Nice ball to Cisneros. Can he cross? He shoots, and it's a good save. But Garza, on the rebound. On the volley as well. Another good save by their goalkeeper, Guzan. Keane with an open header. Should have made it 1-0. Alright, Cisneros to Ulasunde. Martial. Zimmerman with a long ball to Keane. And that's a bit of a bad shot by Keane. We are dominating though, so that's a positive. We just have to get the goals when we dominate. Fabinho over the top. Cisneros, finish! And that is going to be a goal for Cisneros. Only his 4th goal of the season. Been a little bit quiet recently, I would have to say. But a nice little free kick over the top. And then, yeah, Guzan makes another good save. But luckily for Cisneros, the ball rebounds right to his feet, giving us the 1-0 lead. However, Cincinnati have a free kick. They go short. Almost seems a little bit wasteful. I'm just going to ease Abubakar off. Good opportunity here for Cincinnati. We need to shut it down. Don't give away the penalty. Oh man, like I could almost feel, I could sense the penalty coming there. I could literally sense it. And this is what I'm talking about. We've absolutely dominated, but now it's 1-1. An absolute bullcrap penalty that is so unnecessary, and they've gotten an equaliser because of it. Just skip the penalty. First shot on target. Honestly, that type of stuff really just frustrates me. Gars has also picked up a yellow card because of that penalty, so have to ease him off. Otherwise, he's probably going to pick up a second one. Alright, come on boys, let's go. Alright, Garza steals it back. Can he make up for his penalty? That's the real... Cisneros, get in there! Garza with the assist. He actually makes up for his penalty that he gave away. And we're 2-1 up. 4 minutes after the first half has finished. Yeah, he did really well to steal that ball back. And then a nice little cross to Cisneros. Great stuff. Alright, now I'm feeling a little bit happier about myself. I feel like I've been relatively negative up until that point. Let's make a few subs. So Fernandez on for Keane. Salazar for Zelalem. I want to bring Olasunde off. Let's do it. Let's do all 3 subs. I know it's risky, but Olasunde he's not playing well today. And he's also pretty fatigued. Alright, come on. We got the 2-1 lead. We need to win this game. So important. Alright, Cincinnati have got the highlight here. Coming forward. Don't concede, please. Not from the second shot on target, and we've conceded. No, it's offside. Thank God for that. Oh my goodness. I was about to rage. The keyboard smash was about to happen. That would have been their second shot on target. Their second shot as well. And they would have got a second goal. Another equaliser. I mean, they're coming forward again. We seem to be... We're falling off towards the end of the game. And they're starting to have a few opportunities. I mean, that's pretty good for us. Montero picking up a knock. But once again, Cincinnati, I mean, we're in a stoppage time and they're still coming forward. Luckily, McDermott gets that ball there. Hopefully, that should be full time once his highlight ends. Mizcic goes back to Martial over the top for Garza. Can he square it? Can he square it? Oh, what an opportunity. If he had squared that ball, that probably would have been a tap in. I have to say, pretty exciting game considering, we were dominating it. Zimmerman, Martial, back to Zimmerman, back to Martial, who plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper, McDermott. And he's coming out of his box. That always makes me so nervous when they do that. But we were playing the ball pretty nicely. We've only got a few seconds left in the game here. There we go, full-time, 2-1 victory. Cisneros with both goals, luckily. I mean, he essentially saved us. That would have been a really, really tough defeat. Man of the match as well, of course. I mean, there was no one else even close to his sort of rating in that game. And as you can see, that puts us up into second place, like I said. Although Orlando do have 2 games in hand and they're on 25 points. So they could essentially have a pretty decent lead if they're able to win both those games in hand. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to advance the 8 days forward and join you for the lineup for the Philadelphia Union game. Alright, so let's get into this. As you can see, we're going to go with the exact same lineup. I feel like we didn't play too well in the last game, but the team needs to be solid enough. As you can see in the defense, currently Abubakar is sort of the, I don't want to say letdown, but he just seems like he's not as strong as the other members of the back four. Cisneros, he's playing really well. 7.59 average overall rating. Going down, I mean, Lockley has actually played pretty well when he's been called upon. And at the moment, Mishcic, in the last, 5 games, kind of struggling a little bit. So I'm pretty happy that we did actually manage to get Romano in. As you can see, he's currently in the disabled list. I didn't actually put him there, but for some reason he's just there. He's got another 3 to 6 weeks on the injury anyway, so that's fine. It's probably not going to be too much of an issue. Basically, I don't know if I've ever explained it before, but the disabled list means a player can't play in the MLS for 6 games, and it just basically allows you to use their wages on the salary cap to bring in another player, if that makes sense. Nothing too serious. But yeah, we're going to go with the same lineup, the same bench as well, so we'll get straight into it. And of course, we're taking on Philadelphia Union, who actually beat us in the semi-final of the Eastern Conference for last season. So I'm going to say that we owe them after that because, we could have got to the conference final and instead they knocked us out, after we managed to get through to the semi-final itself. Anyway, Cisneros coming forward here, and that's a bit of a tame shot there towards their goalkeeper. Philadelphia, they don't seem to be doing as well this season. I don't really know if they've changed too many players in their squad, but they just don't seem to be doing anywhere near as well. I mean, they're not even in sort of the top 4 at the moment in the conference, so read into that if you will. We've managed to steal the ball back there. However, we do go all the way back to McDermott. And we're going to try and play it out from the back here. Olusunde coming forward. Tries to beat his man, then passes it to Cisneros, who goes back to Olusunde. And that's some really good ball movement there. Kane, he's just a bit off. He just doesn't seem like the same player that we started the season with. Which is a little bit disappointing because he was banging the goals in. Oh, and Mishcic has given away a free kick right on the edge of the box. And luckily for us, McDermott does claim that. I mean, so far it looks pretty even. But we have actually... Who else? Will Keane. Getting the opening goal of the game. I think it was off the corner as well. That's his 6th goal of the season. As you can see, Garza with the corner. I mean, Keane was marked by essentially 3 players. But he just jumped above all of them. And I think that might be his first goal in like 6 to 7 games. Alright, we've got another corner here. Ooh, cleared away. But it was a pretty dangerous ball by Garza once again. Philadelphia with a free kick. And Tesso puts it over the top. I mean, so far so good. We've got the lead, but I would say that it's very, very even. And they might even be a little bit unlucky for it to, or for them to be behind. And both Zimmerman and Olasunde not really playing too well. I've noticed since that last update, as we have a decent opportunity there, the defenders seem to be getting such atrocious ratings for matches. As you can see, their defenders are like horrible, horrible average ratings. It's just a very weird sort of thing that has happened since that update. Oh, that's a strong tackle by Miscic. Really good stuff. You don't really expect that from him. I don't think he has any decent sort of tackling attribute. Oh man, Olasunde running through everybody at the moment. Nice ball to Miscic, but I think he's offside. He puts it in the back of the net, but he is going to be offside there. We could have been 2-0 up, and unfortunately, that offside goal has been taken away from us. I mean, Olasunde, he definitely deserved the assist for that. Fabinho, ooh, just wide. I feel like we're getting kind of unlucky here. We've actually had, a few decent opportunities. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring Bessler on in defensive midfield. Can play there naturally, which is pretty good. I'm also going to bring Salazar on for Zelalem. Kind of want to bring Miscic off, but he did score that goal, even though it was offside. So there's a little bit of Bessler picking up a nice early yellow card. Been on the pitch for about 5 minutes. Yeah, Miscic, he can, as you can see, he's gone back up to a 7. I feel like he's very inconsistent. He's only very young as well. But he's got so much potential. Now, I wanted to try and give that opportunity to him, but oh no. Please be offside. It's not going to be offside. Sergio Santos brings it back to 1-1, getting Philadelphia back on level terms. He kind of looked offside to me. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. He looked offside. All right. I'm just going to push the boys forward. We'll try and find a winner. We do have a free kick. Salazar, oh, he heads it wide. Oh my god. What an opportunity. Now Philadelphia coming forward, although Keane has managed to get on the end of that rebound. And he's breaking forward with pace. No one in the box. They do arrive, and Fabinho sneaks it in the back of the net. Their goalkeeper really should have saved that. He got his hands to it, but it was a very weak attempt at a save. Yeah, so see, he just got his hands to it right there, but he just could not manage to actually keep it out. Some weak hands by the goalkeeper. And we have taken the lead once again. However, Philadelphia, they were coming forward. Oh, no way. No way. That is such bullcrap, man. I feel like we never get goals gifted to us like that. But I'm constantly penalised by it. They bring it back to 2-2. I mean, Gaza and Abubakar. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. That is so frustrating. I actually can't believe that. That really, really... I find that quite unfair, if I'm being honest. Anyway, we've been put back down into 4th in the conference. But only a point separates, the teams at the moment at the top. And we do have 2 games in hand over the Red Bulls and a game in hand over Atlanta. That's so frustrating. I mean, we do verse them in the next game here. As you can see, we're versing Philadelphia, but it's going to be a home game for us. And I think it's pretty important for us to win that, because if they beat us here, they'll actually go ahead of us, which will be not a very good result. Anyways, that's going to wrap this episode up, guys. If you drop a like, it'd be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel as well. And as always, take it easy and goodbye.